Some cars are fast, others are beautiful, and some are just hard to come by. If the history of cars tells us anything, it's that some of the best models ever made have only been built in small quantities, adding to their desirability, prestige, and present-day value. And these are the cards we're focusing on here, with our guide to 10 of the rarest models ever built. From Ferrari to Ford, Bugatti to Mercedes, these cars may have been made by some of the biggest names in the world of motoring, but today they're among the rarest motors on the planet. Number 10. Icono Vulcano Titanium. The Vulcano Titanium is a one-off creation from Italian Design House ICONA, is a world first with its unique titanium and carbon fiber body. There is only one of these cars in existence, and it's priced at just $3.8 million. It's the cheapest car, but the iconic Vulcano Titanium also is perhaps the most unique car on this list. The naked titanium body is a sculpture, revealing its 1,000 hours of handcrafted work in the purest form. The Vulcano's strongly sculpted body side and voluptuous shapes evacuate the hot air from the engine and reduce air turbulence generated by the wheels. The Vulcano Titanium was built by CECOMP, an Italian coach builder with a long and glorious history in the racing field. The powertrain is the work of Mr. Claudio Lombardi, ex-Scuderia Ferrari director and mastermind of numerous world champion cars, and Mr. Mario Cavagnero, the behind the Lancia Racing Team and father of the engine of many championship-winning cars. The Vulcano has a mid-front engine calibrated for homologated road and race use with an optimum balance of usability and efficiency. Capable to be tuned to well near 1,000 horsepower should the owner demand it, coupled with a paddle shift close ratio gearbox from Automatic Modena, allowing 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.8 seconds and 0 to 200 km per hour in 8.8 seconds. Number 9. Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato. This collaborative effort between premium British sports car maker Aston Martin and Karate Surya Zagato, one of Italy's best-known coach builders, resulted in a car that was sold in a 2015 auction for $14.3 million. Aston Martin had a great racing success in the early 1960s with the DB4 and approached the Italian coachmaker to lighten and improve the car. The result was beautiful to describe as an English soul in an Italian suit, and only 19 of these cars were ever produced. It went on to see great racing success, and they're still highly prized by their owners. The car was seen as such a great work of art that a thriving unauthorized private market has developed to meet the demand for Aston Martin DB4 Zagato recreations. Number 8. 1904 Rolls-Royce 15 horsepower. A priceless gem of a car so old that it's not even considered vintage but a veteran. Its value is estimated at over $35 million. This car was designed in 1904 as a collaboration between Charles Rolls and Henry Royce before the Rolls-Royce company was ever formed. The car has a little engine to produce 15 horsepower and reach a top speed of just under 40 miles per hour. It was sold as a chassis and the customer had to go to a coach builder to get the body of the car built. Only one of these cars is still in existence of the 6 ever built, and it's currently on display in a museum in Scotland. The family which used to own it has donated it on the condition that it should never leave Scotland, and that it should always be on display there, so there's a little chance that we'll ever get to find out what it's worth. Number 7. Maybach Accelero. This creation of German super luxury carmaker Maybach has a price tag of just under $8 million. There's only one car like this that's ever been made. You could get a custom-built one if you'd like. It was built when a German tire maker approached Mercedes-Benz for a very heavy and very fast car for them to test their newest range of high-performance tire called the Karate Accelero. Mercedes gave the brief to its subsidiary Maybach, who designed this monster of a machine, a 2-door 2-seater coupe that was 19 feet long and 7 feet wide. Weighing over 2.6 tons and powered by a unique 5.9-liter twin-turbocharged engine. The aerodynamics coupled with the massive 23-inch wheels allowed this car to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds and reach a maximum speed of 218 miles per hour. By far the record for a luxury limo on street tires. Now that's a job well done by Maybach, but they did have difficulty in finding a buyer for the car. Number 6. Porsche 917K. This legendary car, which even starred in Steve McQueen's racing movie Le Mans, was sold in an auction for just over $14 million, making it the most expensive Porsche ever. This Porsche was designed and developed as a sports prototype solely for racing. It could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds and from 0 to 120 miles per hour in a mere 5.3 seconds, and was capable of reaching speeds of over 240 miles per hour. It was built to be an endurance racer, winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans in both 1970 and 1971. The record was set in 1971 for the distance covered during the 24 hours, and was only broken in 2010, almost 40 years later. Just 12 of these cars were ever made, and together with its racing heritage, this is the most coveted collector's car in the world. Number 5. Bugatti Type 41. Royal, weighing over 3 tons and 21 feet long, this is one of the largest automobiles ever built. It was designed by Notori Bugatti in 1927 to only be sold to royalty, but the Great Depression intervened in his grand plans, and so only 6 of these cars could ever be made. The asking price in 1932 was a whopping $30,000. In 1987 one was sold in auction for over $8 million, and in 1999, one was bought by Volkswagen, the company which bought the Bugatti brand, for between $15 to $20 million, and is used in exhibitions. The car is remarkable not just for its luxury superb suspension and handling, but also for its immense 12.7-liter engine that was first intended for an aircraft. These cars are among the top attractions in vintage car museums that are lucky enough to possess a model. Number 4. Aston Martin DBR1. The Aston Martin DBR1 is a thoroughbred racer, and at $22.5 million. It is the most expensive British car ever sold in an auction. Only 25 such cars were ever built between 1956 and 1959, and these were solely produced for the racetrack to be driven by legends like Stirling Moss, Jack Brabham, and Carroll Shelby. It became one of only 3 cars in the 1950s to win both the World Sports Car Championship and the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the same year, and the 6 World Sports Car Championship victories were a record for any car in the 1950s. It has been described as the most important car to have ever been made by Aston Martin, eclipsing even those driven by James Bond. Number 3. Ferrari 250 Testarossa. One of the most iconic race cars ever created. There are only 34 Ferrari Testarossa that were ever built, and an unrestored running condition model from 1957 was auctioned for $39 million in 2011. Another of these beauties from 1957 set the then world record for a car being auctioned by fetching $16.4 million. The previous record of $12.1 million was also held by one. Believe it or not, these Ferraris dominated the racing field, winning 10 World Sports Car Championship races, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans 3 times, but 34 cars were built in 5 years spanning 1956 to 1961. The phrase Testarossa, meaning red head, refers to the red painted valve covers in the cylinder heads of the V12 engine, but this is still considered just the second most valuable Ferrari of all time. The rarest at the top of our list, and with that it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Let's talk about it in number 2. Devil 16. This is the one and only Devil 16. Back in 2013, it was just a myth, but when it finally came out in 2018, the car became the most famous sports car in the world. It only takes one look at the car before you realize that you're looking at a machine that could revolutionize the supercar segment. The same way cars like the McLaren F1 and the Ferrari F40 did 2 decades ago. Thank the Bugatti Chiron's powerful by having 1500 horsepower at its disposal. Well, Devil 16 has 5007 horsepower, over 5000, which is more than 3 times the power produced by Bugatti's latest Crown and Jewel. Devil can also reach a maximum speed of 350 miles per hour without even breaking a sweat. It's one of the rarest cars in the world, and its price tag is $1.8 million. Before moving to the next number, we just want a small favor from you. Our team is working hard behind the scenes, and we love to see your reaction on our videos. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon to get a notification of our upcoming videos. Number 1. Ferrari 250 GTO. The Ferrari 250 GTO recently became the most expensive car to ever be auctioned, fetching the mind-boggling price of $70 million. To put this in perspective, that's the price of a brand new top-end private jet, and this is not the first time it set a world record at auction. In 2013, a 250 GTO sold for $52 million. What makes it so valuable? You must wonder. Well, for starters, it's one of the most beautiful cars ever designed. A road-legal race car that has been driven by the best drivers in the world and won some of the most prestigious races in the world. Ranging from the 24 Hours of Le Mans race to the Tour de France, and other mountain and cross-country events, and of course FIA's World Sports Car Championship. Ferrari only made 36 of these magnificent cars between 1962 and 1964. The current owners list reads like a who's who of classic car collectors, including Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd's drummer Nick, and Canadian billionaire Lawrence Stroll, and Walmart heir Rob Walton. Which one of these did you like the most, and are there any other cars you think should be on this list? Tell us in the comments section below, and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. You can also watch some more amazing videos on our channel here.